It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Tigers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Breaks into the open.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They're on the board first here in the season opener. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
They'll run the counter. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he's stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, the portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll try the toss to the left. Turning it on. Finds a little space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. 14, LSU, 0. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give. 3 Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease. It's Durham. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. The Tigers have a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They're going to mark this one at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And they scoop it up at the end zone. Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, if he's just too big for DBs to cover and he's too fast for linebackers to cover, if I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Sends it downfield. He's got it for a big play. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing, is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
He's now up to 77 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Trying to set up the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throwing right. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Rush is on him.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Bounces through the end zone. Back, they'll bring it out to the 25. One more snap coming before halftime.
Wildcat, let's go.
On the move. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the move, it's Beebe. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. He'll start this third quarter with a run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Takes it the other way. The tag. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the touchdown will stand. Penalty on the defense waved off, and the points go on the board. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Arizona is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Tucson for some time.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll try the left side. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running to the left. He has the first and still on his feet. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Still on his feet at the 35. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Johnson looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive...
Breaks into the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this is an offense that really prides themselves on running the football. There was no question they were going to go for it there on 4th and short. Not only did they get the first down, they rip off an explosive play on the ground.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. Big fella moving. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he puts through the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on! They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
On the run, it's Hardy. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the air, it's Denson. Right on the money. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to run it. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas stopped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Lawrence. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Johnson looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Working on the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bag's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd and goal coming up. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And here they come, almost all the way back.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the 2-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. Setting up the screen. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the 2-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here they're trying to get it to the edge.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Clemson trying to hold this lead and run out the clock. Looking for room, it's Hardy. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair